Welcome back. My name is Raghida, twin flame specialist. On this topic, I would say it's one of my masteries. How to tell if you're a twin flame. You will know if you're a twin flame. The first thing you begin to feel is this energy pulsing through your body that you cannot explain. Your sleeping pattern goes completely out. You start to feel like you're on fire, you can't sit still, pretty much like a junkie sometimes. Many of you are twin flames, you'll completely understand what I mean. Things start to fasten in your life, your whole world begins to break down around you. Things seem different, how you communicate with people, you sense that nobody understands me anymore, what is wrong with me, what I used to love doesn't bring me joy anymore. That's a really big one. You're not going through a depression, you're going through the breakdown of your third dimensional plane living to come into your 5D embodiment, and in that the old world joys no longer give you joys. You retract from people, you come into, you want to be alone all the time, you want to sit in silence, you either want to sit in silence or you want to move a lot where you can't sit still, depending on whether you're going through the electric energy of it, which is the masculine counterpart, or whether you're going through the feminine part, which is that deep, dense feeling into not wanting to move, the depressive states, the deep emotional feelings, the crying all the time, thinking there's something wrong with you, feeling that like nobody understands you, you start to feel isolated, annihilated, you no longer fit into the third dimensional plane. Everything around you literally starts to break apart and you can do nothing but watch. But in that is a resistance. In that is what is going on, what the hell is happening. And it usually happens, you will know because you've met the counterpart. You've met somebody that has completely, boom, the energies of the electromagnetic force have come together, and in that meeting, whether it's you hear their voice, because the voice is an activation, their eyes is an activation, their visual is an activation, or whether you've had coding together. Some come with specific codes not from this planet that you bring in, and the codes get activated in 3D, which brings you both to the awakening at the soul level. Oh my God, I've met somebody that's going to be very important to me, but you don't realize what that important is, what that importance is at the time. All you know is you start to break down, things break apart, you're breaking down and apart and trying to break through and cannot, until a time elapses for you to come into it. Twin flames know it because they can't sleep. Sometimes they can't eat. They lose a lot of weight. They start to speak really fast. Things start to accelerate in their life. They start to see numbers, symbols, energies, images, meet people that seem to be very synchronistic in their life. It's like, this is a synchronicity. That was like deja vu. Or this seems a bit really out there. Like, can't explain situations that do not have a 3D explanation. You have just met your twin flame. You have just met the counterpart of your soul that will influence your life moving forward from this point on, because you chose that as a trajectory at this time in consciousness. You would meet to begin the evolution of the soul. It starts at, so you meet at the 3D because we're 3D beings, but what it does is it starts a crisis at the soul level first. The crisis of the soul breaks you open, and when and if that completes, it then brings you into the completion back into the 3D body, which means the spirit comes back into flesh in higher form.